Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brandon. I feel really inspired by doing this video because I just watched Variant Comics channel on 10 tips for new comic book readers. So here's my video because I feel really inspired to do it today. It's my comic book reaction video to this week's comics for DC. I don't do Marvel because, well, I don't earn a lot of money, and if I did, I would be buying DC and Marvel. So, let's get on to this week's comic books for me. And if you guys noticed, I'm not a big fan of Detective Comics. Just the comics. Just the comic for Detective Comics. It's because I've never been a comic book... Well, scratch that. I've never been a fan of Detective Comics comics. Just the comic. Just the comic. The entire universe I am a huge fan of. I am a huge fan of everything else with DC Comics. I don't read the comics. Just the comics. For Detective Comics 1019, 1020, 1021, I'm not going to read them. Why? Because I've never been a huge fan of that particular comic. So, just to be clear, I am a huge fan of everything else related to Detective Comics. I am not a huge fan of their own comic book. Their own comic book. Just one comic book I'm not a huge fan of. I know, shocking, right? It's true. It's been like that since the new, since before the New 52. Ever since I first had a comic book, I've never been a fan of that particular comic. So, let's begin, shall we? Shazam, issue number 10. Boy, did I love it. My God, it was great. Because of this particular moment. This moment right here. SBP! SBP! Yes! SBP! The reason I'm trying to cover it up, it's because I don't want YouTube saying, "Oh, Brandon, I don't want YouTube saying, "Oh, Brandon, we're flagging this video because it's inappropriate." That's why I'm covering up SBP. So, and I don't really have the editing tools to do that on my channel. If I did, that would be fantastic. But yeah, oh my God, I can't wait. Instant 20 out of 10. I am happy. That's how happy I am. Man! Jeff Johns, you know how to deliver, and you do it big. You just... I can't wait. Issue 13. I can hold on for a few months. Issue 13. I can hold it. Get it together, Brandon. You're the Villain, Hell Arisen, number 2. Yeah, it was okay. I loved it. It is by no means an epic. It is fantastic. This is a story that just, there's no words to comprehend for it. It's that popular right now. This is a true DC fan storytelling right here. It is the master of storytelling, because storytelling in itself is just fantasy, and this is like fantasy on steroids. So definitely 10 out of 10, because my god, it was great. And I love the Batman Who Laughs, and I love Apex Lex, and I want to see them eventually duke it out. And that would be fantastic if this led to another ongoing series. It would be fantastic. Who knows? Maybe a JLI series. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe a Justice Society of America series. I don't know. Who knows? Batman Curse of the White Knight, Book 6. It was jaw-dropping. It was mind-blowing. I have no other words to say it. It was fantastic. 10 out of 10 for me. Batman number 87. The Road to Rescue Batman by James Tynion IV. That's what I call it. Fantastic. Oh my god. It was the best comic book I've ever read for this issue. And my favorite part, well, I'm not going to show it to you, but my favorite part is when 5 of the best known assassins, Deathstroke, not Lady Shiva, what's her name? Cheshire, Merlin, and the other two, I don't really know what the other two's names are because, well, they're probably most likely new, in my opinion. It kind of looks like they're doing that that dance from what's it? Bring It On. Remember that hip shaking thing? You know, the part where the dance instructor goes, "Okay, do this." It kind of reminds me of it. And it was just so fantastic. And I was thinking, oh my god, they're doing the Sparkle Fingers dance. That's what it was. Oh my god, they're doing the that Sparkle Finger dance that was originally made fun of in Bring It On, which is a movie I'm talking about, but I'm putting a movie reference in there, and I just thought it was hilarious to see that again, because I haven't seen that whole part being made fun at since like early 2000, or late 2000s. So my god, it was great. But yeah, Batman number 87 was fantastic. Far Sector, DC Young Animal, number 3. I loved it. This book is the best book that has gone out from DC Young Animal. I wish they had the same success for their Doom Patrol. Because their Doom Patrol sucks so bad. I wish they had the same motivations for that book and not this book. But so far, I love this book. The art, the dialogue, everything about it. It's fantastic. This is proof that DC Young Animal can do a fantastic book. 10 out of 10. Batman Superman number 6. The one that we've all been waiting for. Yeah, it was a complete letdown. No, I'm not joking. It was a complete letdown. Because all it is just, Batman talking to Wonder Woman with Superman, and that's it. Wonder Woman is complaining about, oh, where's Donna Troy? I haven't seen her in a while. Oh. Then all of them leave. Batman and Superman go back to their various cities. And then Batman and Superman and their secret identities, Batman, Bruce Wayne, was like, yo, dude, I heard you came out. And Superman's like, yeah, I did. I told the world about, my secret identity is Clark Kent. And Batman's like, that's BS. And it just, it was a complete letdown. And then afterwards, after they talk a while, they get suited up and, they're looking at all the various villains. And afterwards, the whole issue returns back to the beginning page. And then it's just a lead up to the eventual team up of Ra's al Ghul and General Zod. That's basically it. It was a complete letdown. It was a complete letdown. And I'm kind of sad. Because this was a great comic book. And it's just a complete letdown. That's it. The whole fight between the Secret Six and Batman and Superman, we never see it, except for having it in various other issues of other superhero comic books for DC. That's it. We don't see the full eventual fight being dragged out. That's it. I don't know what else to say. 5 out of 10. Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 42. Honestly, I thought this was going to get canceled last issue, but thankfully it's not. Thankfully, someone at DC had the guts to say to Dan DiDio, hey, we're not canceling this book. And boy, do I love the art in this one. Not just for Artemis, which, I'm thankful for because, well, they're supposed to draw female superheroes in a feminine way. Most comic book artists, they don't do that, especially with Amazons. They'd rather say, they'd rather have them, full out battle gear and like full out war and be like, ah! Slicing and dicing. They don't show the feminine aspect of an Amazon, which is really awesome in this one. Because they showed her, gullibility and her, naivety, being naive about certain things. And one of the characters in this comic book looks like she's having a heart attack. But I'm not going to say who it is, because for Red Hood and the Outlaw fans, if you're currently reading this book, you know who I'm talking about. If you're currently reading this book, you might not, but I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. But yeah, I love this. I love this. This is a great comic book. 10 out of 10. Batman. Batman Beyond. The radioactive return of Blight. Well, I can say this. Batman Beyond's not in it. No, he gets a scene. One scene. And two scenes. And that's it. I don't even know why I'm reading this comic book anymore. I'm happy that Batwoman finally gets to be revealed. And I love the, I love it when Bruce and Matt's younger brother, I think his name's, Terry's younger brother, I get confused, Matt. I loved it when they were both dumbfounded by Commissioner Gordon and Ace, the girl that does the Royal Flush Gang, the Ace persona. I loved it when they were both looking at them and be like, are you guys stupid? Of course they're stupid. Why did they think that we're Batwoman? And it was kind of awesome. Just to see both of them laugh, and then Matt and Bruce are like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? So, if you guys aren't Batwoman, who is? And I just loved it. And the only real person that knows who Batwoman is Dick Grayson. He might not know who Batwoman is, but he knows his daughter's missing. And, oh my god. This was a fun read, but I don't know why I'm buying this comic book anymore. So, ma'am, I'll say 7 out of 10, just to be nice and generous. My disapproval for Wonder Woman. 750. Why? I got nothing to say here. 1.5 out of 10. Because this was ridiculous. The pricing was, and the number of pages in here was completely ridiculous. It's the main story and all the side stories that you'll never see again. That's it. 1.5 out of 10. Now we got the elephant out of the room. Let's continue on. Wonder Twins, number 11. It was an okay comic. Let's be honest. It was okay. At best. I don't really have nothing nice to say about it, because it's Bendis. And he likes to include everything or screw up everything, and honestly, I thought this was going to be a 6-issue limited series because it was supposed to be back when it first launched. It was supposed to be a 6-issue limited series, and then they switched it over to Naomi and made her a 6-issue limited series, and then this is an ongoing series, and yeah. I got nothing nice to say about this. it's a fantastic read. I don't know. I just don't know. Three out of 10. Just be nice, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna continue reading this. Who knows? It might improve, it might not improve, but so far it's going up and down. The first 6 issues were like this. The 7 through 10 were like this, and now 11's like that. In my eyes, I don't know. Maybe it could improve. Who knows? I'll give it a few more issues. So 3 out of 10 for this one. Batgirl number 43. Yeah, 43. Compared to the Wonder Twins, this was a fantastic read. And I know that, Cecile Castellucci has done some questionable questionable writing in the past with this comic book. She's okay. At best. Okay. I just didn't like her Female Furies comic book because I thought it was just propaganda at best, and it was. But with this, dude, she is fantastic as all heck. She makes it worthwhile to read Batgirl, and Batgirl is a B-listed superhero at best. But this, she makes it worthwhile. And there have been few times where DC wanted to cancel Batgirl. But with her, dude, it's just fantastic. Way better than the Wonder Twins. 9 out of 10. Yeah, you heard me. 9 out of 10. Because I love it. I loved it. I loved this issue. 9 out of 10. And that's my opinion. Superman number 19. I felt like there was a lot of plot holes in here. A lot of plot holes. Because... just because. There was a lot of plot holes in this comic book. Because it shows in the beginning page, it shows the Daily Planet being in ruins. And then afterwards, it shows, Perry White and Clark Kent and Lois Lane meeting in an office. And Perry White's like, I'm gonna fire you. And then Perry White's like, I want to rehire you. And it's like, dude, what are you doing firing him and rehiring him? We all know that you have a bunch of lawyers out there wanting to go ahead and, sue the Daily Planet in case collateral damage comes. So it's like, why do you have to put this whole act in there? It was just pretty redundant at best. And then after the whole meeting, Clark Kent goes and hugs everyone. Surprisingly, he doesn't crush them all to death. That was a joke. That was a joke. Surprisingly, he doesn't crush them all to death, which was awesome. And then afterwards, he's flying over and saving people and going to the Hall of Justice and meeting up with the Justice League. And oh my God, look at that, Simon Baz. Where the heck have you been in the last year and a half? Seriously, where the heck have you been since Sam Humphries' Green Lanterns? Where the heck have you been afterwards? That's a plot hole, and I really want Bendis to fix it. And, oh my god, Harley Quinn! Not a superhero. She's an anti-hero. She does things questionably for the good of the world, but she does things sometimes on the wrong side because, well, she's a crazy lunatic. And then we go to a distant planet where all the united citizens of, various different worlds, congregate, and Mongol shows up. One of my favorite villains from the Superman Rogues Gallery. Mongol shows up. Hooray! Maybe he can go ahead and, show them that the United Planets is just nothing but a dream. But no, Superman goes ahead and kicks Mongol's butt. Seriously. He flies in and just kicks Mongol's butt. That's another plot hole that Bendis does with this comic. He doesn't explain it quickly enough. And so Mongol keeps beating on him. And then everybody else is like, oh, let's go ahead and save Superman. Then they go ahead and kick Mongol. Kick Mongol's tushy. Mongol basically knocks them all out. Superman fights him. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Mongol wins. That's the end. 2 out of 10. For my opinion, 2 out of 10. Because those various plot holes don't align themselves. So 2 out of 10 for me. And that's my personal preference. Metal Men, number 4. Oh, dude, this is a fantastic run. Even if it's a 12-issue limited series, this is a fantastic run. Like right in here. Oh. It has nothing to do with the main story. But it is awesome. That's the type of comic book I like most times. It's if it doesn't have to do with the story, but it somehow has to deal with the story. That is awesome. 10 out of 10 for me. And last but not least, I'm not going to show the cover for this comic book because, well, it's basically a girl with a bloodstained shirt with a huge axe. Oh, Basket Full of Heads, number 4. Do I love it? Yeah, I do. It is a fantastic run. I've never thought I would be able to go ahead and read a horror comic book from DC because they don't do that. And seeing as to now that they're doing it with horror comic books, oh, this has been a fantastic run. And I am not joking. This has been a fantastic run. The feels, man. It gets me in the feels. 10 out of 10 for this. And I am not joking. It is a fantastic run. It is what a horror movie should be. Having the victim go ahead and defend herself from, ongoing attackers. Or ongoing people with, possessed by some sort of entity or, being possessed by something. That's what should happen in horror movies, and this comic book is the example, the epitome of horror comic books for DC, in my opinion, for recent years. So, 10 out of 10 for me. I know this has been going on for at least half an hour, and I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to give my personal preference towards each comic book. So, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace. Peace.